Yo, my peoples, today's Friday. Today is day number 5 of 75 hard. I'm gonna get myself ready to go to Jummah prayer. It's the last Jummah prayer of Ramadan. It's probably gonna be really packed because it's the last one. That's what normally happens. I doubt I'll record myself actually in the mosque, so potentially, I'm not too sure yet. So I'll go get some stuff out of the way before I actually start doing any exercising today. It might have to be another 3 p.m. thing until I start my first exercise. I'm not too sure yet. The weather's looking better, which is making me feel a bit more lively. So gonna get myself sorted and start day number 5. So even though it's warm, it's windy, and without my mic, I hope I'm not talking to myself. I'm in the middle of my workout. I was gonna record and talk, but it's so windy. I do apologise if you can't even hear what I'm flipping saying. First I thought to myself, I'm over prepared because it was actually warm, but I think I made the right decision. It's better to be over prepared than not be prepared anyways. So I'm just gonna have to talk to you guys while I'm sat. At least it's not raining, but I ain't got my wellies with me. So I'm just gonna do this is just like a small check-in, because to be honest, it's hard to talk in these conditions. I need to get back to the jungle, man. I think I might spend the weekend here though, I'm not too sure. I just want to have a bit of variety. The country park is huge, but I just like a bit of variety. So I'm not too sure yet. All to come. I might need to add some subtitles, potentially. It's just like, I'm pretty sure this country was deemed as one of the most depressing countries to live in. It makes all the sense. For some reason when I wear this mark on this shirt, it just sags down like I'm some sort of, I don't know. Anyways, so now I'm back from my first workout. It's time to eat. I'm breaking my fast. I did kind of already broke it, I'm not gonna lie. I just had dates and like prawns. Right now I've got eggs coming, chicken, potentially tuna, I haven't decided yet. Maybe like a chicken stir fry. I'm not too sure, depends how I'm feeling. Basically the same shit, and tonight I might have what I have normally, which is the Weetabix. I think when Ramadan is finished, I won't be in the same schedule of waking up, doing my first workout, preparing something to eat, doing my second workout right at the end of the day, which is kind of like taking a toll on me now. So after Ramadan, I think there will definitely be a change in schedule. I might wake up and start reading. I might even do gym before my outdoor exercise. So Ramadan's kind of got me in a chokehold right now, but it's all for the sake of God. This video's gonna be out on a Saturday, but I'm recording it on a Friday. Today's the last Friday of Ramadan, so we've literally got like 4 days left until Ramadan is done. Me personally, I feel like it was quite easy. I did have a few hiccups though, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna give like this whole 75 hard thing like a weekly review. I've kind of trained everything now ever since I started. So I've done legs. I did legs yesterday. I've done back. I've done chest. I've done arms. Tonight I'm doing chest. So everything is trained at least once. And I think I might give like a weekly review. So I started on the 1st of April. Well, technically it's been a week. So potentially maybe Sunday, might do a weekly update, how I feel, any like drastic changes. All the carbs you eat, especially when you break your fast, you're basically stuffing your stomach with just like fluff essentially. And with those carbs, you're putting excessive water into your body. And there's a difference between drinking normal water and thinking, oh, I'm getting water from carbs. After I have like a meal of just like a higher carb meal, especially if I'm fasting, it's just like, I just feel like a brick. Like that's one thing I've definitely experienced. I haven't really been feeling that. I don't really feel tired. Hunger wise, near enough the same, but as I said, I think I'll make a video on Sunday of a full like breakdown potentially of like all the things that I feel like have changed drastically and what I feel like is developing. So I did it on Sunday. It'll probably be out on Monday, and yeah. So I decided to add more butter into my diet, and butter is just fats, but I'm not adding like it's not like I'm gonna be drinking that shit. I'm just adding some to like, I put some on my chicken. You couldn't tell because it's already melted. So I'm gonna incorporate a lot more. I'm gonna be more lenient with it and hopefully not get spikes in cholesterol or heart attacks, or I know I won't get any of that shit, I'm just playing. But if I didn't like butter, I wouldn't be adding it to my chicken or whatever. One of the main reasons, if not the main reason I'm adding butter, because I like the taste. That's too low. There we go. Too high, man. All right. Cool. I don't want to use those big jugs because I feel like it's harder to measure how much water I've drunk. This is exactly 2 liters, so all I've got to do is just drink 2 of these a day. So it's easier. I've almost finished with this book, the 4-Hour Work Week book. And you know what? It's actually taught me so much I would never have known. And it's all by someone who has experience. I believe that is the most important thing. If you're trying to learn something off anyone, you need to learn from someone with experience. If you're going to go to uni or if you're going to get a teacher teach you about something they have no experience in, the only experience they have is just teaching it, but not actually doing it themselves, I do not believe you will get very far because they're not talking based on the decisions they made, bad decisions, good decisions. They don't have an image in their mind that they did to now put onto you for you to understand. They're literally teaching you what they've been taught. They don't have history actually doing it, especially if you're like a mentor, like whatever industry that you're trying to go for. If that mentor doesn't have a business or what you're trying to get, I just don't really see the point. Why would you go for someone who doesn't have what you want? Because then you're probably just going to end up like him, and that's probably not what you're trying to do. You're probably trying to get something that someone else has, and you need someone else, you need that person to teach you because they have it. I'm not gonna like sit here and just tell you, oh, school is all bullshit. You've been lied to your whole life and all this and that. Like people make it out as like as if it's literally trying to just destroy your whole life, but I don't necessarily agree with that. School does genuinely teach you the basics of how to read, how to write. You develop certain habits, you find certain friends. You do learn the basics during school, but I do believe after a certain time, after your teens, even GCSEs is questionable. You do learn certain stupid shit that doesn't really matter later on. World leaders are trying to corrupt young people. Like I genuinely don't believe that. If you want to learn certain things, you need to go to the people who have those certain things. I don't believe the school system is set up the best it could be, but I'm saying the foundations of it, putting you into an educational system, making you learn how to read and write, making you understand how to memorize certain things like equations and formulas. I think that's important because then it allows your brain to get used to the idea of remembering stuff. So when you're older, when you grow up, you might potentially need to remember certain shit, which is important. And I think that's kind of overlooked. The big problem that I see in school is that when you've got like an adult who would ask a kid, what do you want to be when you're older? I think that's the problem there. I think that's when the mindset is incorrect. You're basically asking a child what do you want to be when you're older. The kid probably not even gonna know what he wants to be older for one. And it's probably gonna give you an answer, but it's probably gonna change in the next year or two. What I'm saying is the question should be shifted to what do you want to achieve when you're older, or what do you want to solve when you're older? What gap do you want to fill in when you're older? What solution are you going to provide? If you change it to that mindset, I think you'll find so many more kids or so many more potentially even teenagers have a different answer. The ones who don't even have a clear answer in their mind when they're asked, what should you be when you're older? If you now ask them what problems you want to solve or what solutions you want to fix or what gap do you want to fill in, I guarantee you more of them will have an answer. If you change little things like this, then it makes school and the education system so much more better. It will never do something like that. If they actually really help the youth to that extent, probably literally cause problems for the richer people because the younger people actually get an understanding of how the world works at the age of 10, at the age of 12, in your early teens. These certain things that you want to learn, you won't find it in school. School is only good for how to read, how to write, how to remember certain shit. That's what I believe school's for. But if you actually want to learn certain things and you don't want to be someone working for someone, you have to be able to learn outside of school. You have to be able to do certain shit that people aren't willing to do because you're not going to find that information in school. Even the teachers might not even know certain shit. They might have an understanding, but not enough for them to be, where they actually might want to be. But if you're a student and you're seeing how school is, got an understanding of how to read and how to write, and you're seeing how they're making you memorize certain shit, literally it's called revising. It's possible for you to be able to shift and go a bit off course and actually do some research for yourself and actually learn for yourself. If you're good at reading, if you're good in the library, then why would you not be good at going to a library outside your school or going online looking for educational books that might genuinely help you financially later on in life? Students who get their A stars, their nines, their top grades, which I didn't really get. I got mid grades. I did pass, but I never got anything crazy. The students who get really good grades, I saw this in a line, I think. It said most A-star students end up working for D students because A-star students are just able to memorize shit, but they're not creative enough to actually build something for themselves. But D students will keep on trying and trying and trying and trying. They might not be good at actual exams like memorizing stuff, but they will keep trying regardless. Whereas A-star students will literally just memorize certain shit, try to get the best job, and the best job for them is just like the best corporate job potentially. Their dreams might not be as big. I'm not speaking for every single A-star student, but I'm just saying generally, A-star student works for D students simply because A-star students want to perfect their educations, their exams. D-star students don't really care about it like that. They might not even be focused on their exams because they know it's not really going to get them far. They might already know this is something that's just going to get me into a job that I don't want to do and it's not even my business. School will give you the tools, but then you need to use those tools. So the time is 11 p.m. I'm going to go to the gym, hit chest, go get a mad chest pump today. This will be my second time I hit chest ever since I started 75 hard, and I'll catch you inside the gym. I've absolutely destroyed my upper chest. I've only done 2 things. I'm on my last thing now. I need a bra for real, man. Oh. Oh shit. Bro, I don't understand this gym, man. How you telling me it's after 12? And it's gotten busier after 12 o'clock. Chest is definitely my strong point though, out of all my muscle groups. Like most people, I feel like I can go to failure a lot better than back or legs or shoulders. I feel like chest I can go on, man. Chest and triceps, I can just go on forever. Last meal of the day. I didn't even do an outro in the gym, man. I just got straight here. After 1 in the morning again. I got peanut butter, milk, and a banana all blended together. Normally I have like the Weetabix, I have the peanut butter and the milk blended, but this time I threw the banana in there. The banana kind of takes away that really strong taste you get from the peanut butter, so it's definitely much more easier to get down my system. I'm gonna get this last meal in. I think I'm probably at like 600 calories with this meal, I'm not too sure, based off my experience of tracking. Water is almost done. So that's me done for day 5, on to day 6, almost a week in. Yeah, it's kind of flying by, I can't lie to you lot. So yeah, day 5, I'm done.